Good afternoon. I'm Professor Sho from the Temple of Nemesis School of Self-Defense. My style is Ikkyo Jiu-Jitsu. This is Shihan Ron from the Grandmaster Ron Brabham Eagle Star Jiu-Jitsu. Today we are going to go over a couple of techniques called Ikkyo from last week. We're just going to give you two variations on it. One from a collar grab and then one from the punch. Okay? So we're going to take those iterations and I'm going to show you how to make them from the training dojo to street application. With that being said, here we go. So the first thing is, if anybody's walking up to you and they put hands on you or they're walking up encroaching in your space, your hands should be up. You don't have to have them in a threatening manner, but those hands should be up somehow to defend yourself. So when he grabs on, immediately hands come into play. So I'm going to take the fact that he's used the right hand and I'm going to maximize my advantages on this side. So I'm going to pin this side to me as I strike to separate his energy from him. Grab onto the top of the hand, open up my stance to redirect his energy and take him into this down and submissive position. And do the same thing on this side. So when he grabs on, hands up, pin, strike, grab, turn with the weight of the shoulder, push back into his position and keep this submissive position. When I utilize this, I really want to push down on the elbow and push the hand into the head. So one pressure, two pressure, my body creates a third pressure to staggerize my person and really take them down to the floor. Okay? So I'm going to use this in medium speed and then at full speed. So when he grabs on, 1, 2, here, down. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Now this one is semi-combat speed. As he comes up like, hey, what the? 1, 2. Okay, once I get to this position, check my surroundings. I have to make sure he doesn't have a buddy. One more time. So he comes and I'm like, hey, listen, I don't want any problem. 1, 2. Okay? Pin and lock. Make sure nobody else has anybody or coming up my rear, making sure that they're not attacking. Good. So this next one is going to be from punch. So we have a blocking scheme here. We take the basic, come punch one for a second, rising block to the grab, strike, and pin, right? Instead of making this a classical rising block, I'm going to make this a small, rounded arch. It's just going to come up and round down to the side. I'm going to keep the hand pulled toward me where all my strength is. So when it comes in, 1, 2. Okay? Sometimes in the self-defense scenario, I don't have time to counterattack. I need to make my blocking strikes accessible quickly. So I'm going to block, strike, and attack the elbow joint. So when I come in, 1, 2, immediately attack the elbow joint. You'll notice I keep stepping in front of my opponent. I step in front of my opponent to keep his balance distorted so that way I can take full advantage of my stance and my weight on the arm to go ahead and take my opponent down to the floor and subdue them as hard and as fast as I possibly can. Okay? So, he comes in, I'm fighting this guy. 1, 2, lock in nice and tight, checking my surroundings to make sure I'm good to go. I'm gonna come again, I'm gonna try on the opposite side so you can see what I'm doing on the back side of the arm. So I'm here, 1, 2, and here, strike, step, and push straight down, up, and down to the arm. Again. So, fighting my guy, 1, 2, straight down. I lock into the elbow, nice, hard, and tight. So I'm locking into this pin tight, harder than possibly can. I want to really pop, utilize that, check my surroundings, and make sure that I'm okay. Okay? So, this is Ikkyo from the lapel grab and from the attack. These techniques are not going to work perfectly. It's going to come down to you and your training and how you work them. You may have to soften a person up. Grab on left hand. I'm trying to, get this, and it may not work. I may do this, punches me back. I don't know. I may punch me back. Now I'm on this side. pop that elbow as hard as I can. Hold, hit, headbutt, knee strike, hammer strike, then catch this. I don't know what the precursor may be that may help me get to this technique. Punch one for a second. 1, 2, pop, strike, hit, step in front of him to create that balance I was just talking about. Push that elbow. Then take this down. Lock this here. Pop the wrist joint. I may need to fight my way into the self-defense technique, okay? So, with that being said, whoever you're training with, however you're training, add elements of resistance to it to make the compliant technique less compliant so that way you understand the energy and how to play with it, okay? So, coming from our joint houses at the Halo Show, we'd like to thank you, and until our next technique next week, catch you guys later.
Nice.